Hi, everybody. This is Sophia Mona Lisa of the Golden Ray Center and the Rosewheel Mystery School. And today is Saturday, June 29th of 2024. And I'm delighted to bring you another I Am Discourse message from the collection that Peter Mount Shasta put together, which is called, let me get it here, I Am the Open Door, Ascended Master Discourses. So the title of this video journal is Sopha-Christ is Love. Now, let me just take a moment here to share with you that in the actual discourse, the language that is used is God is love. And in my work and from my perspective, that great source, the creator of all life, is Sophia. And I work with Sopha-Christ consciousness. And so I have a tendency to replace God / God goddess / source with the phrase Sophia-Christ. So I just wanted to make that clarification for you. Now, if you've seen my other I Am Discourse video journals, you'll be aware that I have been including this image of the mighty I Am presence, which is a depiction of our Christ self, our divine self. And I've been tweaking the different pieces of this image in terms of my most current understanding about this image from insights I'm receiving and listening to other people who have been working with this image far longer than I have in terms of what they are sharing about it. So this is kind of a compendium, you could say, of my understanding of what I'm receiving, whether it's within or from discourses from other people. So I have updated this again. And so, I invite you, if you're tracking this, to pause the screen and take a picture of it so that you'll have it for your reference. If you would like to just have this most current slide, I'm happy to email it to you. That might be easier for you. And my email address will be located in the description box below if you'd like to contact me to have me send that slide to you. I'd be happy to do that. Okay, so here we are. As you're aware, this is the book, I Am the Open Door, Ascended Master Discourses. This is Saint Germain on the cover of the book. And this, again, using the term compendium, is a collection of discourses that were received by Peter Mount Shasta when the Ascended Masters actually manifested in his presence and gave him these discourses. And he was kind of like, the stenographer or the secretary for the Ascended Masters. And I've already done video journals on 3 of the discourses. I'm just doing them as I'm being guided. I just kind of flip through and open up the page to what is the next discourse. So about a week ago, I was getting the energetic push that it's time to do another discourse. And I opened up the book to discourse 7. And this discourse is being provided by the goddess of loving charity. Now, I didn't get around to doing this journal, obviously, right away, since I'm doing it right now. Because I have a lot on my plate, quite frankly. And then it was so funny. Yesterday, I was watching this interview that was done at the solstice, the summer solstice gathering. It was kind of a I don't know if it was an interview, it was more of a talk that Peter Mount Shasta gave. And in this video conversation, he mentions the goddess of charity. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm getting the message. Tomorrow, meaning today, I will do the journal on Discourse 7 for the goddess of loving charity. Now, this particular presentation that the Peter Mount Shasta did for this solstice gathering is really super good. I mean, really super good. I really encourage you to listen to it, and I will put the link for this discussion in my description box below. All right. Now, my audience may recall, particularly the members of our Galactic New Earth Project may recall, that we've talked about the goddess of charity already once this year. So back in March of this year, as we're working with the Venus Synodic Cycle in the Galactic New Earth Project, we had reached the morning star's descent to the 7th gate and its activation. That was March of this year. I'll put a link to that actually in the description box below as well. And so I was talking about faith, hope, and charity. And this is a slide from that presentation. And the information that I'm sharing here about these great beings actually comes from, again, this book, I Am Discourses, I Am the Open Door, in Discourse number 14, done by Saint Germain. So let me just go through this very quickly for you. This is what Saint Germain says about these three goddesses as cosmic masters. They are not only qualities within yourselves, but there are beings of great light. So he's talking about the qualities of faith, hope, and charity. And I kind of digress here. Most people are familiar with faith, hope, and charity because they know of them from a Christian context as the three is it the three graces or the three virtues, something to that effect. So when he is saying they are not only qualities, he's speaking specifically to faith, hope, and charity are not only qualities within yourselves, but there are beings of great light and advancement who are also known as faith, hope, and charity. And so he goes on to tell us about these great ones, these great beings of light. At this time, these great beings of light have come from out of the cosmic silence because of the need of faith, hope, and charity in the minds and hearts of mankind. And then he gives us a little kind of introduction about these great ones. Regarding the great being faith, he says, think of faith as the conquering, emanating power. With reference to the great being hope, he says that hope is the open doorway through the veil, acting in the pure presence. And then regarding the great being charity, whose discourse I will be reading to you today, he says, charity is the determination to think no evil, speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil, fear no feel no evil. And it's interesting that that's how he introduces this great being Charity to us, because as I read this discourse from the goddess Charity that came to visit Peter Mount Shasta, you will see that it's all about love. And of course, what's the opposite of love? Evil. So when he speaks of her as thinking no evil, speaking no evil, seeing no evil, hearing no evil, feeling no evil, well, then you could say she's all about love. I think that's funny. All right. So I'm ready to start reading this discourse from her. It's a brief one. And I am going to take a moment to turn off my camera so that you're not distracted by my presence, and you can just listen to her discourse, and then I'll come back on camera afterwards. Okay, here we go. Do you know, dear ones, what charity, true charity, is? My dear sister Kuan Yin has told you that mercy, which is the activity of her nature, is compassion in action. So, in a larger sense, are her activity and my activity, which is the activity of charity, both the same great activity, which is that of love, the pouring forth of God's love into the world. And that love is the very essence of the Christ, for God is love. The greatest gift that you can give to one another is love. The way to give love is to be love. I am the loving charity of God, pouring forth into the minds and hearts of individuals everywhere. This will be of invaluable assistance would you embark upon that labor of love, which is the mission of the Christ. Think on that, my beloved, and as you think, be that Christ, and you will find your whole world changing. What you pour forth, what you radiate into the world, comes back to you amplified many-fold. So if you give of your love to others, surely you will be loved. And I do not know any of you that would not care to have more love. For is not love the most important thing in life? Although perhaps the men may say that having the feminine attribute of the flame, I am partial in that direction. But I think that you ladies, if you ask the men, will find that they too want love. Is this not so? Of course, love must be balanced, and that balance is found only in the Christ, the presence of the God flame within you. And would you find that love which you seek, you must first find and dwell within that flame. To those that feel they have been hurt by love, I say this love can never hurt. It is true love, your seamless garment, your eternal protection that consumes all unlike itself. Love conquers all, for God is love, and before love, all imperfection, all disharmony must fade, for that love is a great light that fills all space, all substance, all consciousness within itself, and is itself sufficient unto all things. My beloved, I pray you, be more loving with one another. For do you not see that the other is really only another face of your own self? I am here. I am there. I am the only presence everywhere, the love of God in action. I am yours. Call on me. If you are having trouble meditating, I will help you if you will silently affirm within the stillness of your being, I am loving charity. I think that you will find my effect very soothing. And should you wish a triple blessing, call faith, hope, and charity together. For the three of us represent three aspects of the one flame, and you will discover for yourselves who we are and what we can do. Remember, I am is the faith, hope, and the loving charity of God in action, a sustaining force which shall carry you to your sure, certain victory. I thank you. So, beloveds, that was the very quick discourse from the goddess of loving charity. And as I said, it's all about love and being love in action. So I hope that you appreciate that. Thank you for sticking with me. And as always, I extend this heartfelt prayer to you. May the peace of the cosmic Christ enfold you and carry you forth on wings of light until you have reached eternal perfection. So again, I want to thank you for staying with me. I will put up somewhere the link to the previous discourse that I recorded from I Am the Open Door. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is the link to my YouTube channel, The Rosewheel Mystery School. I'd love it if you would ring the bell so you'll be notified of all my content as it goes up. Please give this video journal a thumbs up so that it will get out to more of humanity. And if you at all receive any value from the work that I do, whether it's through the sharing these I Am discourses or any of my work with the Galactic New Earth Project, anything that I do, and you'd like to support me in my work, I invite you to buy me a coffee. This is the link to where you can go to do that. It's a very small donation, $1, $5, $10, whatever you're inspired to. And if you want to set up a monthly donation, you can do that as well. And I will have this link in the description box below. So thank you again from my heart to yours, and I will see you in my next video journal. Take care. Bye-bye.